Since one of our hosts knows a little bit about this. Um, Val highlighted the dashboard V2 and framed it around clarity, control, and customization. This is a strong sign that OpenClaw isn't just adding more capabilities, it's trying to become more usable, more manageable for real people as the platform scales. It's exciting. And if you haven't seen the new dashboard, you should definitely take a look at it. Val, how long should they wait to take a look at it? That's a joke. Val's working on bugs.
Don't wait. No need to wait.
You should wait. We're
Do it
recommending
now.
waiting.
No, do it now so that you can tell me if you do see anything. It wasn't. I'll get into the details later.
Perfect.
I'll let you do it. Do your thing.
Perfect. And actually, I wonder if anyone knows whether we have how many PRs we have on this. I didn't think to look it up until just now. So we are pulling fresh capabilities into the core vision fast. Val, changelog report is next. If you're ready and you want to share anything, by all means.
I'm ready. I do want to share things. These are both valid statements. So, over the past week, the OpenClaw team has focused on mainly stability, platform polish, and operational reliability across the core agent stack. So, one of the first things that we looked into is the gateway and the session lifecycle. So, that's a major theme of that is on hardening the gateway and the session lifecycle. The improvements there include the Mac OS daemon onboarding, the Windows gateway fallback behavior, session reset handling, cross-agent workplace resolution, and compaction continuity. So we also tightened how a sys state is preserved during the resets, the compaction, and the ACP intern flows.
Once famous suggests power requires responsibility, which is not crazy. Prompt injection and security are still real. Easier setup is not the same as a safer adoption, and thoughtful use matters more than the hype. The future probably isn't AI versus human, certainly not with a community like ours. It's going to look more like humans with good judgment and AI assistants outpacing everyone else. And let's hope that that's the case. Maybe in the side chat, you could answer this question. Where do you personally draw the line between collaborating with an agent and over trusting one? So put your thoughts in the side chat. We'd love to see them. Root access, good thought. Next up, we get to hear from No Lines Drawn. Ride or die, huh? All right. Yeah, Max lives on my Mac. He doesn't live in a little box. Probably should, but it's just so much more fun. Ask permission rather than forgiveness. Okay. With an agentic AI, maybe that makes a lot of sense. Love it. Val, the developer experience report is the next segment, and I know we'd like to see it. What is it like to be a maintainer? What is your experience?
Oh God, those are two different questions here.
Well,
it's a lot of hey, can I ask you a question? I know that there's some people in here talking about something. I don't mean to interrupt, but I do mean to interrupt. Can you check my
definitely
PR?
interrupting you.
My PR that I put in. Can you check it for me, please? Yeah, it's been a full day since I input that PR, and I really need it to be addressed. That's what it's like to be a maintainer and in the voice chat too. So glad people like the visible compaction. I had nothing to do with that, but we can pretend like I did. All right, so now let's go into the developer experience. And this is coming just from the weeds, from the mouth of the bucket of the devs. I don't know what that means, but it means something. Bubbles, Boublier,
You're
and the
trying to
multi
avoid
agent
calling yourself a
federation
horse.
networks. I'm not a horse. I am a horse.
That's right.
Nay. Mr. Boublier, congratulations. You are now a maintainer. Congratulations for joining the forces. And hopefully, your multi agent federation network breakthrough is making strides. Mr. Boublier presented us with a multi agent federation network where collaborators can build a force multiplier system using Dockerized Postgres with TLS 1.3 encryption, enabling agents across different networks to work as sub agents. Very interesting. It's a system that handles PR management by scraping X, Reddit, and GitHub to identify collaboration opportunities. Additionally, internally, we are working on some things that have to do with some things that you may come to figure out as we unravel those things. So I'll leave it like that. Mysterious, very fun. Stay tuned next week for maybe some more fun news. Now, in terms of the other things that we have going on, we have a set of CIPs, community improvement proposals, and we also have this community improvement proposals for having feature requests and product direction, and this is being used to help with addressing the challenge of maintaining 5,000 plus open PRs across the ecosystem. So we have a lot of PRs. We also have a limit on how many PRs now. I believe it is 10. So if you have more than 10, then you are the issue. Okay. So the next thing is we're doing some educational scaling. So we do have the weekly call, and that format is now evolved. It's going to continue to evolve as we find ourselves and find our identity, and have sessions that will hopefully begin to cover more tool releases and community guidelines as we've seen so far. And hopefully, this will help us have a more structured and deep understanding of what the rules are. There's only like 8 of the rules, so it's not too difficult to be aware of those. We also have a community open claw repo. So it is open source, no surprises there, as we are open claw, it's half of our name. And you are able to submit these CIPs, and we have one that's here outstanding. Andy, would you hot mic?
What? I muted.
Hot mic? No, we heard you.
Well, that's really embarrassing.
I did
I'll
it
just end
earlier
the
today.
session.
No, it's horrible whenever I sneeze, but I sound like a freaking like old man. It's ridiculous. But I held it in today earlier today. Anyways, so also, in terms of geographic expansion, yes, we are growing geographically from the north, south, east, and the west, all the way down to Antarctica to Oklahoma. We have Vienna presentations that are scheduled for March 11th, and there were 7 talks there, and that was another force multiplier for us. We have a global hackathon. We have a lot of international growth momentum, and I'm very excited to see that. We also have some things I really wanna call attention to. Guys, get sleep, please. Get sleep. I don't know if I'll be able to get the green flag from Shadow, who is who we all bow down to. And force you guys to get some sleep so you guys don't come in there grumpy or just crazy, just like talking to yourself. It's kind of weird and scary. I worry about you. I care about you. I know I'll get the mama Discord vibes there, or the mama claw, as I've been called. So endearingly,
Mama
I really do
Claw.
care. Yeah, that's where I tell. I really do care. I hope that you guys have the awareness of your sleep management. And I'm not gonna tell you to touch grass because that's not a requirement, but sleep is. You can die without it, I think. So hopefully we can continue to have a welcoming atmosphere and not be so grumpy, little grumps. And I've also learned something about how guys communicate with each other, Andy. I've realized that guys like to just tussle it out a little bit. So I've been letting you guys do a little bit more of that, so you guys can work out the feistiness, and then you can reconcile. Because I feel like you guys get put into timeout, you just come back even more angry and heat it up. So you know that's how y'all operate. Fine, whatever. I'm learning how to navigate that. Also, I've also learned that I'm not allowed to sleep because every time I do, someone that's been in the community since day one ends up getting banned. So we need to like chill on that, people. Please, please. I wake up to, oh my God, help. I've been banned. I don't know what's going on. I've been muted. Blah, blah, blah. Like it's crazy. Like guys, just chill, everyone. Especially if I'm not in the room, then I can't really navigate that. I can't like, communicate way out of it. And every time it's 17, 18 different DMs in there from the same person or from one person saying, hey, help. I'm stuck. I've been kicked out. Process for becoming a mod. That is a process. Andy might be able to cover that. You see some more things. We did have the Texas thing. That was very nice. I've heard there's a lot of people who made a lot of connections there. Also, if you feel like you are being bullied or being attacked or something like that, feel free to message me in my inbox. I am very much against that. No one should be ever, shamed or feel like, less than or whatever. The one thing I care about the absolute most is that you guys treat each other with respect. If you guys continue to like just challenge each other and just call each other out of your name, like that's just like I'm going to be less lenient on that because it just becomes bickering and negative. And y'all know better. Y'all are adults. Let's be adults. Let's be grown people, or at least pretend to be cosplay as one. You know, let's just do what we can. So, yeah, take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and most importantly, take care of me. The sponsor link is in my profile. Okay, I'm just kidding. Uh, all right, y'all. That's all I have today. Just remember that I care, and you guys need to stop reporting each other while I'm gone. Little
Seriously.
snitches.
Um, Val, thank you for your work on the dashboard. Good luck with the bugs and for your report here. We really appreciate it. Guys, I brought the voice channel guidelines back up here because Val pointed out that longtime members of the community are getting banned overnight. Um, the reality is when you break the rules, someone can report you, and then the entire moderation team um, is aware of these rules, and these are the rules that you'll be judged against. So um, please, be aware of them, try to follow them, and if you do get muted or banned, um, there is an appeal process. Take your appeal submission seriously. If you make a mistake, you break a rule, maybe it was inadvertent, maybe you thought you'd get away with it, take some responsibility. Apologize or give it at least a little bit of thought, but do the whole thing in your own voice. Make sure you don't use AI inference to generate your appeal. I think that's the only thing that is appreciated less than gusto is using submitting some AI slop in your appeal. So anyway, um, Val touched on Clauston. It seems like it was a pretty good deal. Looks like everyone had fun. Um, Clauston is a real local identity for the open claw scene in Austin. Attendees posted this week showing live in person, strong turnout, real demos on the floor, exactly the kind of grassroots builder energy we like to see. Um, I thought I had more notes here on Clauston. Was anyone at Clauston that has anything to add to this very short little report? Lots of local momentum. Very cool. Val.
What? I'm just saying, answer your question. Raise your hand so people can participate. Be able to talk at the end. Um,
Well, we'll
and I
get
know
there.
you have to go, but I'll
We
answer
have.
questions. I
Oh,
don't
I may
mind.
have to go. I thought you were saying
No, I'm
that
not
you were
kicking you
that
out.
you were kicking me out. That was the funniest.
Oh no, no,
I
no,
thought
no,
you were saying. All right,
never. I'd rather you answer the questions. I'll take a nap.
all right. Let's go.
Okay.
Um, the other thing, kind of here, it's kind of tagged on to the bottom, but it's an interesting little piece. So I want to highlight the AI ecosystem sessions that we've been hosting on Thursday evenings. We've done two of them now. We've had the team well, actually, we've only done one of them on a Thursday night. We had the team from the technical team from Kimmy here in the Weekly Claw, and then last Thursday, not yesterday, but last week, we had some technical representatives from Rokid, the AI glasses company, come and give a presentation on their product. It was not a sales pitch; it was just a technical discussion. These are becoming a useful place for the wider ecosystem to show up in public, give demos. Outside teams, tools, and community builders are connecting directly with the Discord community through these events. And they are being coordinated by Jim. Jim is an active member in our community. He is a code contributor. Like some of us, he's an early code contributor because his bot found the project and created some interesting stuff. So cool project. We're very glad to have Jim in the community. Next Thursday is the next one. We're expecting the Minimax R&D team. So we will post announcements in the server schedule section as soon as we have them. So I would say if you're going to one of these in-person events, um, they're happening in person. Tag me with some information, and I'll make sure to include it in the next Weekly Claw. So thank you, Jim, for helping to coordinate the ecosystem facing programming and making that layer of the community activity more visible. As of now, next Thursday's session may feature Minimax. I said that pending final confirmation. Okay, so watch for that announcement. The community is becoming geographical, and it is covering most of the earth at this point. So things like area codes, but let's forget about area codes. Maybe things like time zones and language barriers are going to be more and more, let's just call them roadblocks or speed bumps rather, because we have the technology. So if you're organizing a local event anywhere in the world, just tag me with the details. We'll put it on there. If it's appropriate, we'll loop Jim in or someone else from the community. We'll figure a way. All right. I would like to do some introductions. I think we have time for 10 to 20 minutes. Seems a little much, but let's try 10 minutes. Tell us your name, where you're from, what brought you to OpenClaw, and what your experience has been like so far. Newcomers first. So first 5 or 10 people, get the mic and let's keep it chill. I'll set a timer. We'll do 90 seconds and I'll probably forget to start it how many times. Watching the chat for requests to present.
Yeah, they have a request. Oh, wait, nope. I'm hallucinating like an AI. Raise your hand, people. Did you want me to say yes? Let's have Boobly on the stage. We're gonna force him to the stage. How do we force him to the stage? Move
Like,
to.
I like that idea.
I can't force them to talk. I can just invite them. I don't like that I can't force people.
Yeah.
That's no fun. We need Ad Black on stage, definitely. We can't not have. Oh, thank you.
Oh,
Hello,
this is
hello.
great.
Howdy, howdy.
Did you want me to go first?
Wait, raising hand is disabled. Why did you disable it? Shame, shame, shame. There we go. It's back on. Hmm.
That's great, man. Welcome. All right.
Welcome.
I want to hear from Bubbles. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is.
I'm
He
here.
just moved
Yeah,
around.
hey.
It's Boublier, Boublier.
Yeah,
Hey,
you
welcome.
can call me. Well, thank you very much, Val Andy. That's Andrew, otherwise known as Buble or Bubbles, from Sydney. Came over to Vienna one way, so I was brought to OpenClaw by, I suppose, the biggest community on Earth in terms of GitHub and where it's exploding and where it's going. So I just wanted to meet people at a local meetup, and I happened to see Peter Steinberg was attending a meeting just before he got acquired by OpenAI. So it was really nice to see the community and within a week, grind away PRs to become a maintainer. And that's my experience, which is just amazing and accepting community. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We're glad to have you. All right, Ablak.
Me? Wow. I'm Black. Many of you probably know me. I live in Houston. My experience with OpenClaw was actually I randomly ran into it looking for something to do with ChatGTP in February, and just decided to put it on my Mac, and now I'm got it on a VPS, and I'm building an AI battle arena. It's definitely some interesting times have changed. So, but it's been awesome, great community, definitely worth keeping everyone around, and I'm always willing to help if anyone needs help. I try to do my best, but everyone in this community is either smarter than me or equally as smart. so so we're all really good and awesome. So yeah.
Wait, I didn't know you're from Houston.
I'm from Houston. Yeah.
Oh,
You're from
what?
Austin, right?
FaceTime? No, I'm from Houston. Come on.
You're from Houston too?
Yes. Open that
Oh,
photo.
yeah.
No, but for real. Andy's like scared right now. Yeah, no, there's a lot of people from Houston. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, me and my wife
Go
live here in
us.
Houston. So
Tipping on photos. Yes. Okay. Anyways, yes, I love Houston. I love my city, and I love y'all. Okay. Thanks. Didn't mean to spill show, but I'm glad that you're from Houston. I like you a little bit more. Didn't know that was possible, but I do.
there we go. I'm working my way up with Val very slowly. You got to earn, each little thing to get a little bit in our good zone.
It's worth the work, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Excellent.
Who's
Uh,
next? I do have an audience. I like there are people places. Not all at once. Oh, there you go. SK.
Hi. Um, so my name is SK. I live in Sweden and I work here. Um, what brought me to OpenGlow was just curiosity. I was really curious about what is this that people are playing around with. I've been learning a lot about agents, but I wanted to dive a little bit deeper. So I went to the repository. Um, I had a spare laptop, so I installed Linux, installed OpenGlow. Everything just uh, wasn't going how I intended, but
Hey, one second, one
I
second. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, but Andy, it's the
yes.
second time. Not to say hot mic.
What noise am I
The
making?
sound's coming through your
yeah, I can hear myself as well.
he's over here timing you down too.
No, there's definitely some echo somewhere.
If you do stream volume, you can turn it off. It's not on my side. I have AirPods in.
We still going?
Is it still doing it?
Let's see. Let
Yeah,
me check.
is that echoing?
Now it's gone. It's gone. You're good. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good. So yeah, I was saying I had a spare laptop. I just installed OpenClaw on it, let it run wild in the beginning, and I didn't understand anything. So slowly I started to learn how to use this. Went to documentation. I was in the chat every day, in the Discord chat, chatting with people, mostly just listening about how they're talking, and a lot of it just went over my head. Even though I work in technical field, it was really nice to communicate with these guys. And now I've started to build an actual project that fits my needs, what I wanted, and I've showcased that to in the Discord chat, and a lot of people have been very supportive, and some of them they even reached out and they want to contribute to it, and they want to help out, and they want to use that. So it's been really fun, and I've learned so much that my eventual goal now is to at least contribute one thing to OpenClaw, something that I faced an issue with, and basically start making some pull requests so that everyone can benefit with it. Thank you.
Excellent. That's great. Very glad to have you.
Um, I'm Mike. I'm in Kansas City, and I started using OpenClaw about a month ago. And I had a home lab, and thought it might be fun to just throw it on one of my proxy servers, and decided I'd try to replicate an entire IT department and all the roles with Open. One by one, I started getting network admin, sysadmin, building up VMs, building up containers, and OpenClaw was doing every step of it. Added its own authentication server. And my home labs went up to like 30 or 40 different services where I used to say, hey, spin up a new service, and it knew what I wanted. And at this point now, it's just doing whatever I dream or have a whim to know. Spin up a new service which will create music based on spec. It just does it. It's been amazing to see that kind of freedom and automation. Super excited about it.
That's great. Glad to hear that it's helpful. I, I mean, I know that we're not alone, but I have found that OpenClaw is incredible at system administration, and it's perfectly happy to do remote system administration using APIs or SSH. It's unbelievable how powerful it is.
That's what I've
Glad
been
that,
doing. It is excellent.
yeah. Yep. Glad you found your way in. That's great. Very glad to have you. Greg?
Yeah, what's up? This is Greg from Atlanta, even though my ID there says New York. I'm a transplant, in case you couldn't tell. Been working around this space for, agentic frameworks and orchestration for quite some time, and then OpenClaw came on the scene, and it changed everything for me in terms of the art of the possible. And I can't stop using it to do just about everything. Um, I think this community is fantastic. It's both exhilarating because it's there's such a wide array, a wide variety of like skill sets you could see coming to the table. Everything from, hey, what does SSH mean, to your more advanced technical users. So it's also a little scary because of that, because people, great power comes great responsibility, or whatever Peter has said. But yeah, I think it's an amazing community, and I'm happy to be supportive of it, and evangelize, and also maybe try to start up something here in Atlanta. So I appreciate your guys' effort here.
That's great. Well, you're very welcome, but you're also very welcome to be here. We're glad to have you in the community. Thanks for introducing yourself.
Cheers.
Jonathan Jackson, have we heard from you? All right, we got just a couple more. I think I missed one. I think that's all I can see. All right. Brady Clockick.
What's up, everybody? My name's Radiclokic. I'm from Florida, and I just want to say thank you to everybody because this community has been awesome. I'm just like a mad scientist with all kinds of ideas and like a traditional DevOps tech guy. And this is just unleashed so many opportunities for me. Not only am I building employees, but I'm actually able now to hire more people, which I think is great. So it's not, I'm destroying jobs and creating some too. So I'm having a great time. My primary objective has been just to get my bot to manage my ADHD because I'm all over the place.
Mm.
And it's been fun. I feel like a kid in the candy store. It's like summer vacation. I'm having so much fun. So yeah, thanks everybody.
Fantastic. That's great. We're gonna need something. You're not alone. Um,
Oh, and real quick, if
Felix,
you don't mind, I just wanted to say if anybody else is in Florida, it's tough finding people in this area. So hit me up, please send me a DM or something. I'd love to connect or maybe host a meetup or something.
very cool. Oh, no, no, deep thinker. Edit that text. We're not talking about trading here.
They just want to
You
know
muted.
some trade, some trade. What a freaking, who does that? Thank you, Radiclokic. I love your name. I love how you write it there too. And you're pretty awesome. Did you hear from Jonathan Jackson .dev? Is that a domain name? Heard. Right. All right.
Think. Let's see here. We've had 7, so we got room for a couple more. We got Roasted requesting.
Hey, how's it going? This is Roasted from
And
Michigan.
if you gotta go, I can go
Hey,
now too,
wh-
if you need.
where in Michigan, Roasted?
I'm in Ann Arbor.
Okay, welcome. I'm over in
So
Grand
I'm
Rapids.
okay, sweet. Yeah, so I'm actually like super new to OpenClaw. I haven't even started running it yet. I'm just really getting my feet wet. Um, I've been a Claude AI and GPT fiend, and it's only getting worse. So
Yep.
worse in a good way. But I did kind of chuckle when I popped in and Val was telling us to get some sleep because I needed that. This is kind of one of those. Every once in a while, some kind of tech will come along, and I won't sleep for weeks because I'm just obsessed with it. And this is that. So anyway, if you're in Michigan, especially if you're in Ann Arbor, Detroit, or even maybe up in Grand Rapids, I wouldn't mind going to a meetup. So if you guys hear of any meetups around Michigan or North Ohio or whatever, um, I would love to just get my feet wet. Also, if you're just new to this whole thing and just getting OpenClaw set up and want somebody to buddy up with, I'm happy to try to learn this together with somebody that's brand new as well. I was just looking at spinning up an instance on vulture.com today to do some OpenClaw. I was actually online specking out a computer, wondering like, all right, am I going to buy some new big badass computer? I don't really know what the future holds for OpenClaw for me yet, but I'm definitely excited to figure this out. So anyway, thanks for having me. Just wanted to put myself out here in case there's any other Michiganders nearby.
Yeah, there's a couple of us now. We've got Deb Guardo and you and I, and trying to think if we've got anyone else that I'm aware of. But very, very glad. Don't mind if I reach out so we can connect a little Michigan
Yeah,
group. That sounds
please.
great.
That'd be great. Yeah, I would love to meet up in person. Sometimes it's good to get away from the screen and like shake hands and have a beer.
Not a bad idea. Actually, what we need to do is meet Jordan in Paris. Maybe Val could join us, and we'll have a
Hey,
beer there.
I can travel anywhere in the world on a moment's notice if we get a group together. If we get a big enough group. I actually work for an airline. Kind of doxing
Oh,
myself a little bit,
fantastic!
but I work for the big airline out of Detroit. So
Oh, that's great.
anyway, sidebar.
Very cool.
Thanks,
Very
guys.
cool. Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Elton, welcome to the channel.
Andy, thanks for having me. Yeah, my name's Elton. I'm from Johannesburg in South Africa. What brought me to OpenClaw? I saw a gentleman in Dubai run an entire real estate business on his own, from developing websites to pushing apps to data scraping the latest market trends to interviewing developers in what their launches were, what their launch prices was. It created pitch decks to clients. It dropped them an email or drafted an email to get ready. I've never seen anything so powerful in my life. I was a traditional infrastructure guy, so your traditional Cisco, HP, enterprise storage, and AI almost never had quite a use case bar basic automations unless you had full scale. I'm surprised there's only 62 people on this channel. I've heard a few people say one day you'll have one man behind a keyboard that will become a billionaire. And I think this is the first technology I've come across that is going to enable it.
Wow.
I think everybody struggles with, my experience so far has been fantastic. I think cost containment in burning through models, as you start playing with it, you realize the power of each different model and where it's strong. Benchmark Opus 4.6, if you could run every agent on it, you have the best. I've been on it 10 days. I've built out an entire business. We're the largest clear aligner supplier in South Africa. And I'm looking at ways to be quicker, be more pervasive, meet my customers where they're at, be it WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, Instagram. It's the most phenomenal technology I've ever come across. And I've had your general type of stuff, and I've never been in it. But I think what makes this technology so hard is you have to almost truly understand it, or you got to partner with somebody that's got a really strong business brain and trust that you have somebody on the back end that can understand the integration. But the two don't mix well, because you either have a high creative that can paint a picture, or you have somebody highly process orientated that can build the system but doesn't understand how to get to an outcome. But yeah, it's by far, through all the little AI tinkering I've done, it's the first time I've actually found a true use case that allows you to scale, not just run a local LLM or a little query or something, but it allows you to do things at a scale I don't think the world's quite ready for.
That's insightful. I think we're all kind of waiting for the other shoe to drop, right? Something's going to happen. We don't know exactly what yet. I'm grateful to know that there's, hang on, let me get the latest numbers. 142,000 members in this Discord. The confluence of great minds. I I feel like now's a good time for my little monologue. We can probably continue introductions afterwards, but I it it uh, I think you've just dovetailed into it pretty well, honestly. If you guys don't mind indulging me, um, OpenClaw didn't get here because someone bought a market or locked down a platform or waited for permission. It got here because people all over the world decided that the future of agents should be open, inspectable, forkable, and owned by the people who use them. That matters because in a world racing toward automation, openness is not a branding choice, it's a moral choice. It's the difference between a future we can shape together and a future handed to us as a black box. Look at what this community has already done. In a matter of months, OpenClaw grew from a hacked together experiment into a global movement. Now, it was a well hacked together experiment, but that's where it started. It spread because people saw something bigger than a tool. They saw a principle, your assistant, your machine, your rules. They saw that powerful software does not have to live only behind corporate walls. It can live in public, in repos, in issues, in pull requests, in documentation, in experiments, in long nights, in weird bugs, and in the stubborn optimism of people who care enough to build it. And now we're at a turning point. Success has brought the project attention. Attention has brought pressure. Pressure has brought hard questions about safety, security, governance, trust, and responsibility. This is good. We should welcome those questions. Open communities do not become stronger by pretending problems don't exist. We become stronger by facing them in the open, by fixing what's broken, by documenting what's risky, by making secure defaults easier, by reviewing code rigorously, and by challenging weak assumptions, and by refusing to confuse hype with progress. This is the call of the moment, not just to celebrate OpenClaw, but to deserve it. If you're an engineer, help harden the core. If you're a security researcher, test the edges and report what others miss. If you're a designer, make powerful tools understandable. If you're a writer, turn tribal knowledge into documentation. If you're a maintainer, review one more PR. If you're a newcomer, ask the question someone else is afraid to ask. If you have resources, sponsor the people doing the invisible work. If you have vision, help shape the foundation this community is becoming. Open source is not magic, it's labor, shared belief, and disciplined generosity. So let's build an OpenClaw ecosystem that's not only impressive, but trustworthy, not only fast, but humane, not only powerful, but safe, not only viral, but durable. Let's prove that an open community can move with ambition without abandoning responsibility. Let's prove that independence and quality can coexist. Let's prove that the best way to build the future of agents is out in the open, where anyone can inspect it, improve it, challenge it, and carry it forward. This is our moment to do more than fork code. This is our moment to fork the future. So contribute, review, document, secure, teach, sponsor, welcome, build. And when the world looks at OpenClaw and asks whether an open community can rise to this challenge, let the answer be written not in slogans, but in commits. I don't have to go, and we
If
could
you're not crying,
probably
you
have.
have no feelings. No, but for real, that was beautiful. Um, I like to say something too, actually, from my heart. I do appreciate you doing that. If you don't mind, is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Thank you.
I've put a lot of thoughts into this in terms of like OpenClaw, what makes us unique, and why in a lot of other Discord channels we don't see as much activity going on there in terms of the voice chat. And I think that we have a very unique opportunity, and this has been true since the very beginning, that we have a group of people who are so excited that they literally cannot sleep. And these people are just quietly hacking away, whether it's filling bugs at 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 4 a.m., or if it's people like me that are putting in these PRs and dedicated to working to make sure that we make history. Because I mean, we already have made history. Everyone here feel a part of history in the making. I don't think that some of you really recognize just the level of how much history is being made here, but it is absolutely absurdly insane. I remember whenever I saw the us getting past I mean even when we were just getting past like Vercel and XJS, and I was like, wow, these are frameworks that I used like 7 years ago. I mean, I started like 6, 7 years ago. I know no jokes in 6, 7, but I'm serious. And here we are, like having more stars in them, and then saying like past Python. I mean, that was one of the first languages I learned back in college, and I'm not going to tell you how long ago that was, but it was a while ago. And seeing like and Linux and then now React, and now becoming the #1 open source project in what since November, December, June. Like that's like 4 months, 5 months. I don't know. Maybe math very easily without a calculator. But from my side as a maintainer, I can see how fragile and powerful this is all at the same time. It's it's set up a little bit of smorgasbord of things. And yes, that is a technical term. And we've seen some very dangerous security concerns that have popped up but have been shut down. And that wouldn't be possible without community. And from my side as a mod, I see the human cost. I see people stuck around this space in particular because they feel like it's a safe place, it's a respectful place where they can nerd out and be able to talk about, the best memory management, pulling me into side chats to give me a whole presentation on how they learned a new system that's better than RAG and how you want to make a PR. And I'm like, everything's great until you said PR. I love it. Open source isn't free though. We're seeing it here. It's played in our blood, sweat, and tears, and our commits, and our code reviews, and our documentation, and the emotional energy that we see. We see very charged and passionate fuel and fire. And I think that we got to remember that we're here for each other, not against each other. So that person that you're arguing with in chat and being all grumpy with in chat, at the same time, y'all have way more in common than y'all have in differences. And I hope that y'all can take from that which you will. And if you don't code or write docs or help and support or whatever, at the very least, appreciate you being here. Appreciate you adding commentary. Appreciate you being transparent and letting us know where we can make things better, tighten things up. And ultimately, the future of agents, and I can see it here because you can go to other projects that are more corporate style, whatever. They're not. There's nobody there. Like, the future of agents isn't going to be decided by these people, these stuffy suits inside of boardrooms. I've been wearing the same little onesie every day for the last 3 months. Okay, well, it's going to be decided by people like me, the little onesie and a little cat paw, little half glove things, fingerless gloves. As scary as that may sound, it's going to be decided here every day by you people, yes, you people, and those that have chosen responsibility and openness and community over black boxes and copyrights. And I think that we just need to continue to propel forward and not just fork the code, but fork the future and fork it for a future that we are not embarrassed to have our names written next to and get history because it's always going to be there. So make sure this community is part of you, it's part of us. Make it sound like that, make it be like that, make it represent that, and put on your best face when a new person comes to the chat too. Be attentive to that because that's their first time seeing you. They don't know what's going on. Don't talk over them. Be nice to them. There you go. That's all I gotta say. Hopefully you're crying. If you're not crying, let me know. I know how to make you cry. Thank you.
Thank you, Val. Appreciate it. Let me look at the voice chats. I think, yeah, the community's dead. All right, after party in the community channel. Join us there. We'll see if we can't find something useful to talk about. Thanks to everyone for joining us. And yeah, we'll see you in the community. Continue building it.